Happy Thanksgiving to everyone tuning in right now. It's Thursday, Thanksgiving here in the United States. I'm at Siesta Key Beach. I came out yesterday for the first time in 5 weeks. And it's been a while, and I know I need to do this health-wise, come to the beach more often. Well, first of all, you got this amazing quartz crystal sand that has its own healing benefits and energies. But I need to come here for exercise reasons. And just to get out and ground, you never regret it. And the one thing, if you love the beach as much as I do, when you get here, you never want to leave, right? You say, oh, I'll just go for like an hour or 2 hours, which I'll do today because there's a football game on. It starts at 12:30. There's actually 3 football games. Anyone that knows me knows. Yeah, I watch football, NFL, American football. It's one of the few guilty pleasures I have, And I enjoy it. I'm a Chiefs fan. They play tomorrow at 3:30 against the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders. So that'll be a good game tomorrow. I brought my daughter up to be a Chiefs fan, but she ended up also liking the Philadelphia Eagles. So she cheers for both. So this week she'll be able to wear her Chiefs jersey on Friday and her Eagles jersey. Oh, when is that? I'm not sure when that game is. It's a great game. It's Ravens against the Eagles. That might be a Monday night game. Could be I'm not sure. That'll be a great game either way. People will, the Chiefs have won the last 2 Super Bowls, and people will tease her, oh, you're a front runner. You're a bandwagon follower. In the meanwhile, she's wearing a Priest Holmes jersey from like 15 years ago. That's not a front runner. She's been following the Chiefs as long as she's been born in the early 1990s. So they said that there was a threat of red tide. Scooter of the Beach mentioned this. Not right now, but in the past, and like a week ago or so, a week and a half. Water does look a little iffy. As a matter of fact, I didn't even go in. I didn't even stick my feet in, which I'm doing right now. I'm pretty good at judging water temperature. The ideal water temperature, if you're going to the beach here in Florida, 83. And the water temperature is 83 from probably the end of April, early May, until probably 2-3 weeks into October, and then it starts getting a little cooler. And I'd say right now the water temperature probably, here we are, November 25th. It's warmer than what it normally is. Honestly, this time of the year it should be maybe 73, but it feels like 76 maybe. I'll be curious to see what Scooter of the Beach posts for his temperature for today. 76, yeah, I'd go with that. Still warm enough to go swimming if you're a Floridian. I'm originally from upstate New York, but I've been in Florida so long that I consider myself a Floridian. And if, even in the winter time, when the temperature of the water does drop down to like 63, 64, which is cold for Florida. I'll go in up to my knees if I have to pee, because any further the waves will come in and wash off anything further, so I only go in as far as I need to. But yeah, today is Thanksgiving. My day is going to be have a little turkey and going to watch football, and that's going to be my day basically. Spoke with my daughter yesterday for like hour and a half. It's just so good. I mean, that's, you know, talk about things that you're grateful for on this day, and that we should all be grateful for every day. But I was really grateful to have that conversation with Brittany yesterday, and I had to tell her some important news that I really haven't came out and told everybody except on our video on Tuesday night, Allie and I. But I got the results back from all of the heart tests that I've been doing. I had like 5 or 6 heart tests in the past month or so. And they've been monitoring this constriction in my heart, that, you know, this blockage, and it keeps getting tighter and tighter every year, and eventually that's probably how it'll end for me. And the good news is that's okay, because, you know, it'll be quick. You know, when your heart stops beating, you're done, and I'm okay. I kind of know that my expiration date is around 71, 72, 73, and that's only, you know, 7 to 9 years from now. I'm okay with that. But that area that they've been monitoring closed up 40% from last year. Not just 40% blocked, but from last year when it was already constricted. My cardiologist told me that I won't have another bypass. So the cards I have left in my deck are thinning out. And like I said, that's okay. That's okay. What they're talking about doing is giving me a heart cath. And what that is they go in through your wrist and they put stents in, and maybe they can open up some of these blockage areas. So, as you guys know, I already had a heart attack in 2019 and then quadruple bypass 3 years ago. Did a great job though. You can barely see that line from my quadruple bypass. Did a good job of sewing me up. But the doctor was a dick. Dr. Say here in Sarasota. He's a very talented doctor. He did a wonderful job on operating on me. Why is he a dick? Because the day before the operation, the scheduled operation, he comes in, he goes, "You are vaccinated, right?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, I won't operate on anyone that's not vaccinated." I said, "Well then, you know, discharge me." But I still had some more tests they had to do, and he comes back the next day. I'll operate on you. What a dick. He tried to bully me into getting the COVID shot. Fuck that. How dare he do that? I mean, as it turned out, anyway, no, yeah, I never got the COVID shot, never will. My parents are fully vaccinated, fully boosted, and they're still alive. I'm grateful for that. But the thing is, you know, when you have quadruple bypass, you know, they basically break you right open, you know, and you end up having blood transfusions. They say they clean the blood and all this shit beforehand, but you know, did I have blood from somebody that did take the vaccine? I hope not. I consider myself a pure blood, but who knows? Maybe I did. Doesn't matter. Like I said, my expiration date is probably like 7 to 9 years away. So it really doesn't matter. Getting back to that phone call I had with Britt, that's what I, you know, initially wanted to talk to her about. You know, she deserves to know. I told, you know, my parents and my sister, Allie, obviously, and her mom. They were all the first people to know about where I stand with my heart. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary, but you know, when you're comfortable with the option of death, it's really nothing to fear. I mean, Santos Bonacci once said the most profound thing I've ever heard. He said, once the sperm fertilizes the egg, you begin the dying process. You were alive before that. I'll repeat that. Once the sperm fertilizes the egg, you begin the dying process. You were alive before that. So true. Because once we move on from this vessel, this meat suit, we're eternal once again. So to come full circle, yeah, I'm very grateful for that conversation with my daughter and talking to her for an hour and a half. Grateful for my parents still being alive. Dad is 95 and mom is 88. How lucky am I, right? I did lose my sister Lola in 2011. Miss her. And man, that had to have been hard on my parents. I mean, the child should never die before the parent. So that had to have been rough on them. But Lola visits me in my dreams. And when she does, she's young, healthy, and happy. And it's nice. It confirms the fact that we never die. And, you know, my grandparents have visited me as well. I don't know about you guys, but everybody I see in my dreams is young. Except my parents. Even my grandparents are younger than what they were when they passed. But like my parents, they're, like my mom might be in her late 30s, my dad early 40s when I see them in my dreams. I think if they were to come to me any younger, I might not recognize them. Right? But I think ultimately we are just young souls. You know, all of us. You know, our souls are youthful and exuberant. You know, many of us still retain that inner child that likes to go out and play. Like today, I've got my bocce ball. What am I doing? I'm playing ball on the beach, right? And I'll see like older people building sandcastles and stuff like that. They're playing. It's the inner child. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, grateful for my parents still being here with me. My heart goes out to anyone that's lost a loved one, whether it's parents, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers. It sucks. I feel that pain with my own sister. I'm grateful for my beautiful wife, Allie, and her amazing ability to find me in my dreams in 2008. And I could never forget that face when I saw her in my dreams. Couldn't forget it. And 12 years later, when I saw her picture on Facebook on Todd Medina's page, when I was surfing his page to make sure I had friended everybody that had sent me a friend request, because we were having a beach meetup, Solo G and N5D. And I saw that face that I saw in my dream, and it was Allie. She's literally the woman of my dreams. She found me in my dreams. She traveled across time and space to find me. It couldn't have been the other way around either, because she doesn't remember her dreams. I do. And she jokes around that, oh, she has one brain cell. To do something like that took a lot more than one brain cell. She's teasing you. Don't believe it. She's a lot smarter than she says she is. A lot. You know, and I'm grateful for my whole family, my British family. You know, of course, my American family. My sister Tara is still with us, and I love her. I still have a few, you know, aunts, a couple aunts left, nieces, nephews. But my British family also. They're amazing. They support me 100%. And they welcome me into their family, open arms. I do appreciate that very, very much. I love you all. It's funny, Allie and I were talking about the next time I hang out with Jake and Nikki. I'm not going to mention what we were talking about. Jake is Allie's brother. Nikki is Jake's wife. But Jake and I, you know, we can be kind of like imps, I guess. We can be very childish at times, and yeah, I told Allie about something that the next time I see Jake, I'm gonna surprise him a little. Can't tell you what it is. I'll hint though, it involves farting. I know, the inner child, right? What I'm excited for too, Allie tentatively is planning on coming here to the US, maybe in March. And God willing that my parents are still here, I'll be able to introduce her to my parents. That would be awesome. And when she comes here, we're going to be looking at doing a conference, N5D conference, probably at the site of the first one that we had, and that was way down there on Lido Beach at the Holiday Inn. So we'll see. It's limited seating there. I think we can only accept like 100 guests. But when she comes, we're going to do that. So, and like I said, I'd be so happy to introduce her to my parents. And I hope Tara is able to come down so Allie can meet Tara as well. And Brittany. Cram a lot of things in a short period of time.
I'll be right back.
I'm grateful for all of my friends, both personal in real life and online, my N5D family. I started N5D in 2008. I had already built a website before that to show that people aren't it was about 2012. It was called Maya-12-2012.com, something like that. Yeah. And so I had a little experience building a website, and I was a child and family therapist for at-risk youth at the time. And I knew I had a greater purpose. So what I ended up doing, I remember the specific night where I was, but I dropped down to my knees and I just said, Creator, what am I here for? What do I need to do? And I got, those people that aren't metaphysical won't understand this, but I got this download of all of this information at the same time. You need to build a website. You need to do videos and write articles and all this stuff. And I'm like, you got the wrong person. I'm an introvert. I go, no, you're it. They even gave me the name N5D. I remember after that download, I go to my computer. It's the first thing I did when I went to my computer. Typed in n5d.com, and it was available. So that's how that came around back in 2008. And I built it up. There was a time when N5D would get 6 million visitors a month or more. And I have the AW stats to prove it. But around 2013 or so, that's when the shadow banning began for many of us. I've got close to 400,000 followers on the N5D Facebook page and close to 150,000 followers on the N5D YouTube channel. And on any given video, I'm lucky to reach 500 to 1,000. And on any given article I post on N5D with 400,000 followers, I'm lucky it reaches 10 people. That's what shadow banning is. I'll see it on my page, and maybe 10, 20 other people will, and it's been really hard ever since. Trying to make ends meet, but I'm doing what I can. And the reason I bring this up, because it all ties in once again with Thanksgiving. Check it out. Turkeys walking the beach, a family of turkeys. But I bring this up because of Thanksgiving, and in the vein of being grateful for everything that I have in my life. When I had my quadruple bypass, when I had diverticulitis, when I had the colostomy, the reverse colostomy, incisional hernia, incidental appendectomy, emergency gallbladder removal, many of our N5D family sent positive, loving energy, intentions, prayers. And I can tell you, when you do that to other people, for other people, that person that you're sending it to feels it tangibly. Enough to bring me to tears on all the love that was being sent to me. It was amazing. Allie and I have talked about this. There's over 6,000 articles on N5D. They're all free. Everything's free. I have hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel. They're all free. But yet I still feel like there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to give. And I know that when I do my life review, you want to be able to say, I did all I could do. But yeah, I don't feel like I could say that right now. I feel like there's more to give. There's more to do. And I can't stop until it is that final resting day to do it. And then maybe I can look back and say, you know, yeah, I helped a few people in their spiritual journeys and I accomplished what I wanted to do. But in the meanwhile, there's just like so much friggin' work that I have to do, that I want to do. So much love and gratitude to everyone, all of my N5D family. I want to give a special shout out to people that I have offended. You know, there's followers of mine that have decided not to follow anymore. I get it, because you know, I allowed politics to bring out a side of me to help awaken people that maybe other people don't understand. Allie's in the same boat as me with this. You know, put it this way, the vibration of truth, love, and light is very high. And if you're putting out that vibration and you're trying to help people that are kind of like struggling in their spiritual progression, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now, you know, before the election, I put it out there that, you know, regardless of the outcome, I love all my friends. And that political affiliation is no reason to lose a friendship. You know, friendships are much more precious than some political leader who really doesn't give a flying fuck about you or me. You know? So to anyone I may have offended, you know, with all the crazy liberal stuff that's going on, and I call it crazy, but you'd say the same thing. Probably all your conservative stuff, and I don't consider myself either. I have voted in the past. I voted for Clinton, both of them. Bill Clinton, I voted for, what was that, 96? And Hillary, when she was running for senator in New York, because I figured she had to do something to show for New York State, because eventually she's going to run for president. She didn't do shit. I voted for Ross Perot, independent. I've voted twice for Ron Paul, who's a, what party is he? It's not on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he's not Republican, but I can't think of the name. But I love Ron Paul. I hope that Trump brings him aboard so Ron can finally end the Fed. Right, let me see if somebody in the chat posts that. Hi to the people too that are joining me. Appreciate you guys watching, whether it's live or on the recorded version. Anyway, yeah. Politics really, they can help awaken people, and they can bring people to that awakening process. Ultimately, you know, what we want to do as spiritual leaders is get them to that point where you move beyond all this mundane bullshit. And you start questioning, why am I here? What is my purpose in life? Right? That involves nothing about politics. It never will. You know, money, government, politics, religion, all that bullshit. None of that shit is really what's important. You know, it's the relationships that we have. It's the friends that we have, the family, the connections that we make. That's what's important. And that's why we have Thanksgiving here in the United States, to express our gratitude and our appreciation. Gonna give a little trivia right now that maybe a lot of you guys don't know about, but we're not the only country that celebrates Thanksgiving. There are 7 of them. 7 countries celebrate Thanksgiving. Obviously ours, the United States, we celebrate it on the 4th Thursday of every November. Many of you know that Canada celebrates Thanksgiving as well. They celebrate it on the 2nd Monday in October. So they've already had theirs. Their Thanksgiving was, a month and a half ago. The country of Liberia celebrates Thanksgiving on the 1st Thursday in November. Japan celebrates Thanksgiving on November 23rd every year. Grenada celebrates Thanksgiving on October 25th. The Netherlands celebrate Thanksgiving on the same day that we do here in the United States. So happy Thanksgiving to our friends in the Netherlands. And the country of Norfolk Island celebrates Thanksgiving on the last Wednesday of November. Before I looked it up, I knew that Canada did, but I didn't even think about any other countries, because Canada is part of North America, and there's a English-speaking population there. So but I didn't think about other, like Japan, right? The Netherlands, especially the Netherlands celebrating it on the same day that we do. It seems like everyone else has their own day and date, probably reasons why. Another interesting thing is I was talking to Allie about this. Here in the United States, we have what's called Black Friday. That's the day after Thanksgiving, where all these crazy sales go on, and people line up outside overnight so they can be the first ones in there to get these sale items before they're gone. And once they're gone, they're gone. And you won't have that for Christmas. You might find like this 90-inch TV for $100 or something crazy like that. A nice laptop for $150 that's fully loaded. Stuff that is just outrageously priced to get people in there. They call that Black Friday. Tomorrow there's a Black Friday football game, the Chiefs and the Raiders. That's the second one ever. They traditionally don't usually play football on Friday in the United States, but they're going to make it a tradition now. So this is going to be the first of a tradition. Chiefs and Raiders, 3:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Go Chiefs! Please. Black Friday, though, is not celebrated everywhere. I was asking Allie about it, Black Friday and the UK. There goes another turkey. Look at the fog coming in. The fog is coming in right now. It's pretty cool, actually. But yeah, Black Friday is not celebrated in the UK, and I was wondering what other countries celebrate Black Friday. Do they do that in the Netherlands, seeing how we share the same Thanksgiving? Like I said, Black Friday is the first official shopping day of Christmas here in the United States. Not sure why they call it Black Friday. That'd be a good trivia question to look into. But yeah, that's tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be eating leftover turkey and watching the Chiefs. And one last thing I wanted mention that I'm really grateful for. You know what? I live in a trailer that's not the greatest. It's got issues that I still can't afford to fix. But it's a home. I do have a home over my, a roof over my head and autonomy. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm still here. And any one of these heart pains that I've had in the past, maybe and I think about that. Maybe this is the last time. Maybe it's a prelude to the end. I know there's constriction that's continuing. And he said, no, my cardiologist said that that's going to continue, period. That's not something you can reverse or stop. And ultimately, that'll be the end. I'm okay with that. But in the meanwhile, I'm definitely okay being here. I'm very grateful for that. To be able to come to the beach and play bocce ball on Thanksgiving in the beautiful sunshine while in the meanwhile in upstate New York, I know there's a winter storm warning and they're expecting up to 9 inches of snow today. Fuck that. I love you in upstate New York, Oneonta, all my friends up there. And the first snowfall is exciting, honestly. You do kind of look forward to it. The first blizzard, all that shit. But it gets old quickly. And they're going to still see... I remember one time when I was living in New York, it snowed the second week in May. I was married to Jody at the time, and we had just bought a Saab convertible. There's 6 inches of snow on it in the second week of May. So it's what, November? So you got December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months of potential snow in upstate New York. And I've seen it snow as early as September 30th. So that brings it to 9 months of potential months that it could snow in New York. I live in the Sunshine State. I love Florida. Florida is home. I consider myself a Floridian. I love Florida. I love the weather here. I'm much happier being in the sun on this 99.9% quartz crystal sand than being up in New York watching a beautiful blizzard or snowstorm. It's very, very beautiful. You guys will love watching it. One of the prettiest things you'll ever see is a blizzard at night and watching the snow underneath a street light. It's one of the most beautiful sights in the world, period. The snow kind of moves like a school of scared fish at times. It's beautiful. I just hate it. You can still have stuff that's beautiful that you don't care for. That's one of them. But one of the things that I do care for is, like I said, friends and family, my N5D family. Love you all. You're amazing. All my friends that I've made, throughout the years, whether it's here in Sarasota or upstate New York or Pennsylvania, wherever I've been. I love all of you. You guys are amazing. Great friendships that mean a lot to me. My families, like I said, N5D family, my immediate family, my parents and my sister Tara, my UK family, Allie, and all of my British family out there. Love you all too. And on this day, I just want to wish that everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving and to be grateful, even if you're not part of the American Thanksgiving. Just use this day with us here in America and the Netherlands. Use this day to be grateful for everything that you have. We don't do that often enough, and it's important. You don't want to take anything for granted, especially loved ones and those who love you. So I'm going to leave it off at that. I'm going to play a little bocce ball. You guys have an awesome Thanksgiving, and until the next time, I'm sending you all this love and light, unlimited, infinite love and light from my heart, as healthy as it is, to yours. Okay? Take care, everyone. Much love. Peace. And in the background, I hear Allie going, "Go Chiefs!" Take care, everyone. Let me see if I can figure out how to shut this off.